lie to me, Craig. Why does he sound like the guy from Toonami?
Dude, honestly, he have somebody said it. Like I wouldn't have thought that by myself, but
Right? He sounds a lot like Tom.
he really does sound like Tom. Like I wonder if I can rename him just for the server.
It's like, this is Tom.
Welcome in, everybody. Tonight on Toonami.
Right?
I miss that so much.
Yeah, I mean, I've been flooding my page with old Toonami stuff lately.
Dude, I've been watching all of them. I'm like, yep, keep them coming.
Like, I have so many of them saved on my phone just because, like, I see them posted. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this new doom scrolling thing. Just be like, hey, you've been doom scrolling enough. Enjoy this old whatever.
I mean, you might be calling me out a little bit, but I still enjoy it.
Right? Well, because like my wife was texting me because at nighttime she doesn't have a lot to do at work sometimes, so she'll just doom scroll and she'll come across randomly one of my things and she'll be like, "Quit stalking me." I was like, "I didn't do anything." She's like, "You said I was doom scrolling." I was like, "Are you?"
Um, Actually, I will show you. Yeah, I'll use this. This deck is such a great example. And actually, these two will just get sided for if I run Slayer, and that's
Slayer, like the band.
there's a card called Ultimate Slayer.
Oh,
It works kind of like super polymerization.
okay.
In the aspect of you can't respond to it with any card effect.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Super
But
Poly lets you fuse your opponent's monsters too, right?
yep, as long as they're the correct material.
Oh, wow.
Which actually really funny thing with Super Poly and my trading card game career. So I need to read the card effect, but I have it right here. So there is a card called Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. It's a
Okay.
fusion monster that requires 2 zombies. And its effect is monsters cannot be destroyed by battle with this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled a monster, change that monster's attack to 0. Also, if that monster is still face up on the field, special summon 1 Dark Soul token. And that becomes a zombie dark, and the attack and level and defense become the same as the monster that you just battled.
Wow.
So you basically swing into it, and it does. So like, say you bring out 5-headed dragon.
Okay.
If I attack 5-headed dragon with the Nether Soul dragon, 5-headed dragon's attack would become 0, and then because it can't be destroyed by battle, it would stay face up on field. I would take 2,000 points of damage, but then I would create a token that is a copy paste of your monster.
Oh, wow.
And then I get to swing on you with it that battle phase too.
It almost reminds me of Gores, where you
Um,
would, instead of taking the damage, you get the special summon Gores and a token that has that
yeah,
amount of attack points.
yeah, it's similar.
Okay.
Um, but I can, with this exact build right here, and this is an old build, I have
You're not
plenty of
sharing your
ways to.
stream.
Oh, I am not. I thought it did. That is.
I can't see what you're doing. Oh,
There
now
we
it
go.
says watch stream. Oh, fancy.
So basically, if you don't draw into it, and this card, you can do it from the field or the graveyard, but she'll banish herself, and then you just search a copy of Zombie World,
Okay.
which makes all monsters on the field and in the
I
graveyard
I remember
zombies.
Zombie World.
Yeah. So
I remember
basically,
that
you'll
from a
play.
really old structure deck.
And it's still playable to this day. Zombie World
That's
still
awesome.
hurts. Well,
That's awesome.
the reason being is because it makes everything zombies. Like
That's
even on
correct.
the opponent's field.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
field spells affect the entire field.
right. That
Like,
reminds me of DNA surgery.
mhm. So basically what you'll do is you'll play this and then you'll just play Super Poly. Use
Oh,
your
shit.
and you can use all of your opponent. You can like I can just nab two of my opponent's monsters before I do anything and then
Oh,
just
because it's a
make
quick play.
yeah, and it can't be Super Poly, you can't respond to it.
That's a little bit broken.
It is. And it's really funny whenever you just let like I have sat at locals like with a degenerate smile on my face just waiting. I'm just sitting there. I'll put my hand down and be like, dude, I have no response.
Yeah, I
I'll let
was
them
listening.
play their entire turn and then just like, okay, bye.
I'm gonna take all of these now.
Yep.
And
95% of the time, if they see Zombie World, they're just like, are we really doing this today?
I just
Have
spent 30 minutes on my turn. Yeah, now I'm taking all your cards.
Yep. It's like, I'm going to take like 30 seconds.
I was listening to this one Yu-Gi-Oh story today, and just because I found myself listening to stuff, so it's something that I've been debating on doing is reading Reddit stories. Um, and one of the ones that I was reading was based on Yu-Gi-Oh, a particular Yu-Gi-Oh cheater that was at some locals or regional or something like that, and
Really?
it was the finals. And so these guys were both playing or Frog Monarchs, and so
Stop.
they had their board set up.
Stop.
The guy got a clean
No.
win the first one. The second round, it was a win for the other guy. So it was the very last round. It was the third game, and they were going tit for tat, tit for tat. They were chipping each other down, whatever. And the guy played Soul Exchange, and he sacrificed the other guy's Monarch and something else for an Obelisk the Tormentor. Um,
Okay.
and the guy turned around and said, "Yeah, well, I'm going to use my Soul Exchange on your God card for my God card." And he just like smugly turned the card around and pushed it towards him to show him that Obelisk can't be targeted. Um, and he was like, the guy raised his hand as quick as he could and yelled, "Judge!" And the judge was sitting at the table because it was the finals. He's like, "I'm right here," and he's just like, "He cheating." It's just like, no, it says it on the card. You can't target him. So he throwing a fit and starts swearing in French because they were in Canada, so of course it was French. Um, and so the guy across the table didn't speak French, but the judge did, and the judge was like, "What did you just say?" And the guy looked at him and was like, "Did you just admit to cheating?" Because the guy had attacked and he thought that he would have won because he had 2,800 life points left, but he swung for 24 with a Monarch the previous turn. So he didn't think that he should have been able to summon Obelisk because one guy was taking notes at the life points and the other guy wasn't. Um, and the guy, of course, had it all right there on paper and he was showing it to the judge. And it was one great big fiasco. So the one guy got disqualified and the other guy won.
Oh shit.
Frog
Yeah.
Monarchs.
Well, sometimes people just got to get called out. I mean, it's shitty people got to be like that though too.
Yeah. Like, that's one thing that I'm not looking forward to when I go to my first judging. It's just like, I don't want people to be like, I mean, because I mean, it's for the video game. So, I mean, there's not really, like, there's not a real way to cheat. I mean, unless
Right.
you're very clearly buying Pokemon, like, through online sites and stuff because most of those sites they'll say like pokevendor.org blah 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 blah, and of course that's how you know it's not a legit Pokemon. Or if they all have like cherish balls or stupid shit like that, or if they have a move that they're not supposed to have. And I don't want to be the guy to be like, hey, yeah, you can't have that.
Mhm. I
Uh,
understand that. I don't know if I'd want to be in that position either because, dude, people get heated about that kind of stuff.
yeah, they do. Especially because it's my first time being a judge. So it's just like I don't want to, I don't want to be the bad guy right away, but I also don't want cheaters on my game.
Oh, hello, Savara. That can be it too again.
Oh yes, but the story that I have tonight that's Yu-Gi-Oh related, it's actually a recent one too.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
excited. I'm excited for it, especially because I saw it on TikTok first. So of course I had to look it up just to see if it was real, and I'm so glad that it was.
well, I'm gonna have to hear about this. All right. All right, now these decks are fixed. Sorry, I was trying to launch an AI match. Um, but it kept saying, "No, you have too much of this in your deck right now." And I forgot. Ban list just hit last week.
Oh, they updated it.
Mm,
Oof.
oh my. The deck I took to regionals, um,
No
and
longer
just
legal.
no, it's still playable, but uh personally, I feel like we should not have gotten hit as hard as the other top meta deck that was out there, which was Ryzeal. Um, and the only reason I say that is because Malice, while it is a very powerful deck, it number one takes a good pilot, and I will say that because it is a tough deck. It does a lot, but you have to know when to utilize what it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a big brain deck. Um, but they definitely hit its consistency. But like I said, it got hit in another way too. They limited a card called Crossout Designator to one.
Mm,
Basically, if you had on your turn, because it was a quick play spell, but basically, like if somebody would try to Ash Blossom you,
right.
you would chain that card. You would have to banish a copy of Ash Blossom, and then it would negate your opponent's Ash Blossom, and then you'd still
Oh,
get your search.
so it's
And
like
it
a
worked.
hand trap for a hand trap.
Yes. I mean, you can cross out a cross out as long as you
Okay.
have the card. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, it's any card too. It's not just, well, except it's any main deck card.
Okay.
So, if you are running the same spell, trap, monsters, like, but with that being said, now everybody's just open to hand traps.
Mm.
And my deck, Malice, it is so susceptible to Nibiru. And basically, if you get nibbed, you're sitting pretty up shit's creek.
Nibiru, that's the meteor, right?
Yep. It once your opponent normal or special summons up to 5 times, you activate Nibiru, and then it will tribute everything on the field that's currently on the field. And
That's
then
dirty.
you'll make a big token um for the opponent. The token will gain all the attack and defense of all the monsters that were on field
Oh my god.
that were sent for its, yeah. But the nice thing is you get to pick what position the token goes in. So obviously you put it in defense and your opponent can't switch it that turn.
That's disgusting.
But then Nibiru himself will summon to your field. So then you already have like some material sitting for whatever.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't like that card. Even though the deck that I'm currently playing now, it's definitely being ran.
Wow.
Make this. There we go. And I'll actually play this. Ah, shit. I will not, apparently. You gotta go. Yeah, that works. Host. Hey, I was thinking too, just because of how we kind of started the episode without starting the episode, you know what I mean?
Oh shit! I didn't realize we started the episode.
I mean, this is good. I mean, this is kind of good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I think we should include, honestly, like that was a whole segment that should actually, you know what I might do? I might just save this as a little bonus thing to throw out once in a while.
Yu-Gi-Oh lessons.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that would actually be kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Like
that'd be awesome.
release a main episode and then still like because what that we've been shooting the shit for like half
15
hour
minutes.
or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
something like that. You know what I mean? Until I show you this, the end of it, then it, you know what I mean? Just a
right,
nice little like, hey, this is an extra bit for you guys to tune into for the week.
right. Yu-Gi-Oh lessons.
Yeah. I'm teaching the judge,
Of a different card game.
right? But still judge level.
Hell yeah.
Um, yeah, we'll do that. I know, Ignis. All right, so I'm actually playing a much older deck.
Okay.
It got some new support and actually is what made me decide to go to locals.
Okay.
This deck's called Raid Raptors.
All right. I remember
It
hearing
make
of that archetype.
Yeah, it makes some big towers monsters.
Oh,
They're big beefy boys that are unaffected by all card effects.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Oh, well, I'm actually not really upset because you don't have. All right, I'll flip that. Idiot. This AI is not very good. Um, this is actually. You know what? No. Just go ahead. So this card lets me summon a Raid Raptor from my hand,
Okay.
and we're gonna use this one, Tribute Lanius. Ooh, that's actually not a bad play. That little guy protects all the Mimigools from being destroyed by battle for the turn when he's flipped.
Okay.
But this is a Foolish Burial. Um, and you send this little guy right here who has two pretty good effects. He can turn all the monsters I have on field to level 5s. Because I run a Exceed in here called Dark Rebellion XYZ. It gains a whole bunch of attack like every turn. I've had him up to like 20k attack before.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's all this deck does. It just swings. And
I
adds to
made this
hand.
beat stick.
Yeah. Well, two of them. And one of them's a bomb. But this guy will search you the broken spell. So this, every time I exceed a Raid Raptor, I will draw a card. And then at the end of the turn, you use it, you shuffle a couple of them back and draw.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty nice. But it's easy because you just go into this guy right here, Raider's Knight. So right there, he's treated as a Raid Raptor or a Phantom Knights card. So right here, we'll get a draw. Or actually, no, it's searches. I'm sorry. So I'll just go ahead and add this. This is what makes the deck disgusting. It's a quick play that lets me Exceed summon and make a monster, a Towers monster that blows up their field, and then they lose life points up to the attack points of everything I just blew up.
Oh, wow.
It's really not okay. But this deck can, if somebody would like effect veiler me or imperm me or something like that, I'm dead in the water right here.
Oof.
So it's kind of a glass cannon.
Okay.
No, it is Nibiru proof though, in a way. So this guy searches the other rank up spell. Um, Detach this guy, and then you search this one. Now, after you play this right here, this ranks you up 2 levels. So you go into the Arsenal Falcon. Now, right here, I can be Nibiru'd, but if he's sent to grave, he summons Towers monsters. But he also detaches one, and then he special summons one.
Okay.
So then you get this guy who will add another one to your hand that's a lower level than himself. But that guy makes himself the same level, so you can still use him for the rank 4s and stuff to get
Oh,
started.
for exceeds and stuff?
Yep. But
Nice.
this is where people like lose you in the combo because they're like, what are you doing? You
Pay
actually
attention.
you link this off for that guy, and then you
Mhm.
start a big chain right here. So chain 1 him, and then chain 2 Arsenal Falcon. So you get this guy, and he becomes material. And then the Link monster lets you special summon one, but its effects are negated.
Okay.
But this little dude is hilarious. And then because you special summoned another one, you can set one of these two. Um,
What are the little blue and red diamonds?
the blue and red diamonds.
Yeah, like I can see them in their spell and trap card field.
This one?
No, no, no. Up where your spell and trap cards get laid.
Okay.
On
Oh,
the
those are
far
your
right.
pendulum zones.
Oh, okay. All right, all right.
All right. Yeah. And then this guy right here, as long as you have something, you can just actually discard special summon himself and another one. And then you go into this guy because it's funny. And you search another card to your hand. After you send, like, I miss this deck. No, we won't do it now. But now I'm going to add one to hand, which actually we get Shamorg. And now since he was sent to grave, he's going to add a copy of himself to my hand. Which I could also, yeah, I haven't used his effect, so I can still special summon him and do something else. I can actually just make another one because it's not a once per turn. No. Throw him. Where can I search Raider's Wing? I should be, yeah, right here. This one makes if he's material, your monsters can't be targeted with effects.
All like
Then
spell trap and monster.
yep.
Wow.
Like this guy right here is unaffected by all card effects. Like you can't do anything to him.
So you got to beat him down with another beat stick.
Yep. But
That's nasty.
then well
Now
actually
wait. So
this
when
right
you
here
say
is an
he, oh,
omni negate. So if
okay.
I flip it, I can negate like anything on the field. Monster, spell, trap, just because a Darkwing Beast is on the field.
Oh, okay. All right. I
What
say
were
so
you
that
gonna ask?
monster. So that monster you said that can't be affected by spell trap or whatnot. Is that a targeted thing, or if
No,
someone
it's
plays
just
like a right, so like Raigeki and Mirror Force would still affect it?
nope.
No. Wow.
Nope. Nope. You literally have to beat over it. That's your only way of
Wow.
getting it off the field.
Dang.
And
And
he
with
has
3,500, that's not an easy task, huh?
n- I mean it's not too bad, but I mean he's also it like if you have him on field first turn
Hmm.
at the end phase because the opponent controls no cards, it burns him for 1,000 because of his effect.
Oh wow.
And he can detach one too, and if you do have monsters, they all lose 1,000 attack.
Oof.
But we'll just go ahead and pass turn here. I'm gonna let the AI just fucking oh, I forgot. That's why that was dumb. So right here I'm gonna go ahead and negate that. I actually don't care that he did what? Do it. Do it. Yes. Go into Fiendsmith. Alright, so now he has two monsters. I'm just gonna do it. So you'll target one of these guys. You have to make the levels equal what you're trying to summon. So in this case, 13 for this big bitch, which is
Oh
just the
wow.
retrain of him. So then he'll get summoned here. Everything will become material. He becomes 5,300 attack,
Oof.
and you can chain block it because of this spell, which doesn't matter anyway because you can like so you can still target him with effects, but you'll just waste your card
Oh,
because the effect will just fizzle.
nice.
But his effects activates, and then
So I remember I was looking through a bunch of my old cards, and I put together a cheap little zombie deck that I just managed to throw together. And I
Mhm.
had three Pum Princesses, the Princess of Ghosts. And I was like, this is a fun little, burn away monster. So I went ahead and I threw those in there. And the effect, I just thought it was really neat. When it's face up on the field and destroyed, it gets put into your spell and trap card as a Yeah, instead of sending it to the graveyard, and then it's continued as a continuous spell. Then during
Okay.
each player's standby phase, you put one pumpkin counter on this card, and all monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense points for each pumpkin counter on this card.
Really?
So I had 3 of them, and I think I had like 15 tokens at one point in time on 2 of them,
Oh wow.
and I just felt well, I almost felt bad
Well, I
because
mean,
I because everything that they'd summon, it just like instantly just 0, 0. It's like, what do I do? It's like nothing. MST them, I guess, or giant Trunade or something.
well, right, yeah. Ah,
'Cause-
giant Trunade.
Right? Let's
That
take a
would
walk
be,
in the past.
dude, that would be such a problem. Put it at 1. Let's do it. Come on, Konami, hear me out.
No, and then my younger son, he loves Harpy's Feather Duster. Like
Did you
that's
get the quarter century secret in the early days collection?
I don't no, I don't know. This is one that he pulled from something. I think
Okay,
he got it.
okay.
I think he got it from I don't know. It wasn't from a speed duel thing. I think it was from just a big box that he got at one point in time. Um, but it didn't. It wasn't one of the newer arts or nothing like that. It looked pretty basic. I don't
It
know.
actually it
I'd have to
has
find it.
well, it has 3 artworks now, actually. It
Oh,
got
does
a
it?
yeah, it has the original 2, where it's just, like, the feather duster and then, like, the
Hmm.
backgrounds, but they have one now with a harpy lady on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of cards have actually gotten new artworks, like, older cards too, like Called by the Grave.
Okay.
It's a newer archetype, but it's called Live Twins, and it looks like a video game, like a game over kind of thing. It's really dope, actually.
Okay.
What was one of the other ones? Trying to think, because
No, I think his
yeah,
Harpy's Feather Duster is just a picture of the Feather Duster.
Polymerization actually got a new one.
Okay.
It actually, you can see like
Does it look like the original from the show?
no, it's they actually used 2 monsters. It's Elemental Hero, Avion, and Burstinatrix.
Oh, that does look dope.
Yes, I actually have one. I have
Oh,
one
do
of
you?
each. I have one of each artwork in an ultra rare.
That's awesome.
Um,
No, I like I like the one from the show. That's the one that I always wanted to get.
yeah,
But I
I
mean, don't
love.
get me wrong. I like the original one where it looks like it's like the ghostly demon thing and the dragon. But I don't know. There
Mhm.
was just something about the original one from the show that always looked so cool to me.
It is honestly, even in foil, it looks so much better.
But no, this new poly looks pretty cool,
Yeah, I was happy to pull it. I
and I
mean,
like how it has the original poly in the artwork
yeah,
as well.
it does. I forgot to mention that actually.
Yeah, no, that looks neat.
Yeah, no, I actually, honestly, after this ban list, as disappointed as I am about Crossout, I'm honestly not too upset because I think it's going to bring in a pretty healthy format.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm currently playing Odeon, like Apophis.
Right, right. You told me about that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I did a little deck building. I actually only added 2 cards. I added 2 copies of a card called Eldritch, the Golden Lord.
Okay,
Basically, if you have a speller in your hand and he's in your hand, you can send a speller trap and himself, and you can pop a card on the field.
nice.
Then, if you have a spell or trap on the field, you can target one, and his effect will let him add himself to your hand, and then you special summon one zombie monster from your hand. He's a zombie. And when you do that, that monster will gain 1,000 attack points, and they can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects until
Hmm,
the opponent's next turn end phase.
nice.
Yeah, so it's got some spicy stuff in there, but
Mhm.
it also lets me bring out two Exceed monsters that are pretty broken themselves. Um,
Huh.
Super Rail Cannon Dreadnought Gustav Max. And yes, let me tell you, I don't like that Konami makes these names so long because they make their entry form sheets a nightmare to write all that in.
I say because you got to write down every single card that you're bringing, right?
Yes.
That's disgusting.
And it's only at like big events, like region or like locals. We're not doing none of that.
Mm,
And I mean, I mean, we all know what each other's playing anyway. We've played against each other like a million
right, right.
times at this point.
Yeah. No, like I know when I go up with the 26th, the judge, I know I gotta get a list of every Pokemon that people are bringing to the game. So that's gonna be fun.
I can imagine that'll be fun.
Yeah. And then when people are just like, but I meant to bring this one, I was like, don't lie to me.
Yeah, I guess yeah, because you guys, I guess in the Pokemon TCG, it's more just what set did this come out of?
Oh no, it's not the TCG, it's the VCG. No, I don't know. I don't know enough about the card game to be a judge for that.
Okay, okay, okay. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, no, I'm only a judge for the video game. So I guess that counts as Go as well. Yeah, because
Yeah, I guess there is PvP on there, isn't there?
yeah, they actually have like world tournament, or they actually have like the world tournament and stuff for Go as well. Which I've always thought was really weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, I thought Go was cool and all, but I didn't think it deserved that big of a platform.
Um, uh, ye- I kind of agree with you. It was cool. I thought it was the coolest thing ever when it came out.
Oh my god, yeah, me too.
But I mean, I have it on my phone. You know, I'll turn it on once in a while. Generally, I
Dude.
mean, if I do, it's at my it's at my kid's daycare.
Nice.
It's
So
like
I
I we have shifts though, like taking the gym over,
oh, okay.
and by
So I
that I
can
mean
remember go ahead, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I keep
Alright.
talking over you, dude.
It's alright.
I
So I
apologize.
can now you're good. So I can remember when Pokemon Go first came out. I was at work and we had like our bosses and stuff were getting into it. So it was interesting because I was working at Walmart at the time. And
Oh, okay.
I saw a Dragonite. And it was the first time I'd ever saw a Dragonite. And I let everyone know. I was like, hey, there's a Dragonite, there's a Dragonite. And I was working back in electronics. I was like, hey, I need you to take over the register real quick. I'll be right back. And they're like, where are you going? I was like, I go up front. They're like, for what? I was like, gotta go catch this Dragonite. And my manager put this new person on the shift or on the till, and he's just like, all right, here you go, just stay right here. We'll be right back. So I had me,
Shit.
my support manager, my department manager, our assistant manager, like our assistant store manager ended up coming out, and then a couple of other people were there. And they were just like, what is going on? They're like, there's a Dragonite out here. So they all pull out their phones and they're playing it. And we get these like really angry customers are coming out. They're like, why are all of you standing out here? Why aren't you guys inside working? And we were like, we are working. But nah, dude, Pokemon Go was great. And I had so much fun with it when it first came out. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
I was lucky because I I was laid off that summer when it came out
Oh, okay.
2016.
All right.
So I kind of had all the time in the world for it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the college that's in my town, it was great. There was a spot that they had open like 24/7. You could sit in there and charge your phone and you could hit 4 Pokestops.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I mean, I think probably for about the first 6 months of that game's life, you couldn't like go by and not see a lure on one of them. You know what I mean?
Right. So the town that I was working in, there was a little town called Oneana, and I think there's like two, yeah, I think there's two colleges right there in that town. So there's a lot of college kids there, and so there was Pokestops everywhere and gyms everywhere. And I was talking with one of my buddies, and he was like, "Why don't you get on the Pokebus?" I was like, "The hell's the Pokebus?" Apparently, one of their friends, they had this great big old van, and if you were on Team Instinct, you got to ride the Pokebus. And so there was like, well, there was the two drivers, so two, four, seven people, or seven of us in this van, and we'd go out at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and we'd just ride around town for like 2 or 3 hours, just collecting Pokestops, taking over gyms, because whenever we go find a gym, all seven of us would jump on this gym. And it was fun. Like it was great fun. I remember they had like this, I don't want to say it was like a festival, but it was basically a festival that they had down at the park, where they set up booths and they had food and trivia, and it was great fun. And everyone was there to just support Pokemon Go.
Actually, that sounds like a really good time.
Right? It was like a way to bring the community, it was a way to bring the community together.
Yeah.
Um there was a little art studio museum kind of thing that just happened to be where a Pokestop was, and people they'd meet there every single night, and they just go and chill. And one night, the director of this place called Domino's and bought everyone pizza who was there.
Like, that's dude, that's awesome, actually.
Right? It's like
Somebody
who would
buy
have
me some
thought that?
Domino's.
Who would have thought something like Pokemon could bring so many people together?
Exactly.
And it was
Like, I mean,
fantastic.
yeah, dude, I mean, I don't think there was like who wasn't playing it.
Yeah, even people who didn't even play Pokemon, they played Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was definitely one of those games, and then I feel like they got really money hungry,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's
I
mobile
think
gaming for you.
that is so true.
That's one thing that I'm so nervous about Pokemon Champions, since it'll be a Switch and a mobile game.
Mhm.
Like, I'm afraid that they're gonna go down the Pokemon Unite route, where you can basically pay to win. Because with Pokemon Unite, you could pay for all these experience things and items and all this other happy jazz to make you stronger than everyone else, and you can upgrade specific mons. And I don't know, that's definitely one thing that I'm worried about with Pokemon Champions, because the way that it's looking, Pokemon Champions, it feels like it's going to become the next way for competitive Pokemon to be played. Since Pokemon ZA looks like it's going the Legends route, where I doubt you're going to have an online multiplayer.
Yeah. Say did they I don't think they did one with well, did much with it anyway. In Arceus, did they? Could you
I don't
battle
think
your friends
Arceus,
and stuff?
not that I know of, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I think
pretty
that
lame.
was what. Yeah, it had been a minute, but I think that was the first one in a while where it was just a solo player game. And don't get me wrong, people loved it. Like, I don't think I've heard a single bad thing about Legends Arceus.
I mean, in my opinion, I think it's honestly one of the best Pokemon games they ever made.
Yeah, no, Legends Arceus was not a multiplayer game. It was a traditional solo game.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I,
I
I, I
mean,
guess you could trade with people, but you couldn't battle, you couldn't do co-op, nothing like that. You could just trade. So it was like the original games.
yeah,
And I think people liked it for that, because
I
they
did.
released they released Legends Arceus alongside of I want to say it was Scarlet and Violet. No, it wasn't Scarlet and Violet. It was the one before Scarlet and Violet. It was Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, yeah, Sword and
Yeah, so I mean that's I don't know. I mean, but like I said, I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk anything negative about Legends Arceus.
I have, like I said, I think that is where, like, for the first time in years, they stepped out of their comfort zone
Mhm.
and it worked for them. Like the whole
Mhm.
craft, like being able to craft a Pokeball because you ran
Yep.
out like in the field, that's incredible. Like,
Yeah,
why
brought
aren't
back
we
the
doing more of
apricots and
that?
stuff.
Yeah. Like, and they're digging into the lore of the game. We even got a
Yep.
new mythical. I mean, it was kind
Yeah.
of weird looking mythical, but they can't all
and
be
we got
winners.
and we got new forms to Palkia and Dialga.
Yes. The
Yep.
origin forms were great.
And not only that, but the Hisuian forms for a lot of the Mons.
Yeah,
Like, for
Arcanine.
the start and the starters,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Hisui and Samurott looked awesome.
Typhlosion as a fire ghost type.
That was
Yes.
dope. Yeah.
And they gave him all their own signature move.
Yeah, Infernal Parade, dude, that's such a fun looking move.
Yes. It is so good.
And I love the
I
fact that Samurott was Water Dark, because I felt like we needed more of those, because Sharpedo was getting lonely.
Yeah, honestly though, I like that my favorite Pokemon got a Mega Evolution, but I don't really like the design.
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Absol.
Very nice, very nice. I
I
didn't
just
mind
remember
Absol's.
I just remember randomly finding one, and then my friend at school told me that it was like a really rare spawn, and I was like, "Oh, well, he's pretty cool."
Yeah, and the lore behind Absol is really dope too.
It is.
Yeah, it's like the harbinger of doom. No, I don't think my favorite Pokemon will ever get a Mega or any kind of special treatment because he's perfect the way he is.
Who's yours?
Quagsire.
I do like Quagsire. I also like
Dude,
Clodsire though too.
Clodsire was really good, but I've had a Quagsire on every single one of my teams since Gen 2. Like, as long as I was able to get a Quagsire, I made sure to make sure he was on my team. And honestly, I don't even know why. Like, I've just always loved him.
He's dude. You can't be like mad at looking at him. You know what I mean? He's a happy little dude. I mean, he's not
Right?
little. He's not really little, but I
Like,
mean, yeah, like what is there to not like about him? And he's honestly,
absolutely.
he's really not a bad Pokemon either.
Oh no, I've made people quit while they were using Legends while I had my Quagsire out.
Because he's
Uh,
water ground, correct?
yeah, he is. So
Yep.
grass types do him dirty, but I've made
Yeah.
quite a few people cry
The
with my
four
team
times
maker.
weakness hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, the 4 times weakness hurts. But he has the ability unaware, so whenever your opponent tries to set up, he just kind of ignores it all. So it's like, "Oh, I have all these swords dances and dragon dances," and Quagsire's just like, "And? Now watch me use stockpile. As my defense grows, you sit there still, and now I toxic you, and I just watch you die."
That's
Yeah, dirty, but
yeah, that's pretty dirty. Oh man. I wish I would have actually like dug into more competitive Pokemon like that. Like honestly, because I have Violet.
right.
I mean, honestly, I thought they were kind of doing something cool with that too.
Yeah,
But
there was quite a
it,
few. Like I like the Titans and stuff, and the raid battles, and
yeah, I mean, the concept is good. It's just just the execution was terrible. And I mean not like the game itself. I mean just like the hardware issues and the bugs and
Yeah.
that like it's like come on guys, it's a Pokemon game. It cannot be that hard.
Yeah.
And I mean I don't know. Like I said, I mean I I think ZA is going to be another great title. Um I don't see it coming out for the original Switch though.
Yeah, that's one thing that
That
I
hurts.
mean, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I always like I knew I was gonna get a Switch 2 regardless. Um, just because I had that gut feeling that the new Pokemon games probably weren't gonna come out for the original Switch. But I did see that well, I think it was like the US president for Nintendo or whatever was like, if you don't want to pay the price or if you don't want to pay the upgraded price, just play it on the Switch 1. So I was like, are you going to continue making games for the Switch One, like some of these new upcoming titles, like the new Pokemon games? Because I doubt the new Mario Kart's going to be for the Switch One.
Yeah, I highly doubt that. That's probably going to be the new exclusive.
Yeah, and I mean, I know a lot of people were talking about like the $80 prices and whatnot, and I mean, yeah, that is a lot for a game, especially for a digital game. But from what I've seen, I think that's the only one that I've seen that's like that $80-$90 mark. Because the Donkey Kong is a $70 mark. And that's the only one that I actually looked at the price for was the new Donkey Kong.
I saw a little gameplay on that, and that looks like a really cool game.
Dude, it feels like it's been forever since we got a good Donkey Kong game. But yeah, the new Donkey Kong game, it's only $69.99. So that's the normal price for modern games. Like, I know that sucks to say it like that, but I mean, you look at the new Xbox games, you look at the new PlayStation games, and they're all $70. So Nintendo's just following suit, except for with the flagship games, it seems like.
Fair enough. Yeah. I just I don't know about the price tag. That's
Hmm.
what gets me. It's like uh I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
no, the price tag is already yeah.
it's a heavy one.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it 450? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, actually, here's the golden boy himself. But can't use his effect turn 1. That is probably the deadest of dead hands I could get. See, now this is absolute perfection. So there's a card that will either search this for me or Nibiru because they're both rock monsters.
Okay.
So now I can just search a Nibiru and that, you know what I mean? That's beautiful.
Right.
Grab another copy of him because it never hurts. Oh, that fucking hurts though. So this guy, he reveals himself, and these can't be destroyed by like harpies or lightning storm.
Because they become monsters.
No, because he's revealed. It's part of
Oh,
he's
okay.
protection.
Gross.
And yeah, and the other really gross thing about him, this is the funny thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Just activate the vanilla. Just put it on the field. So since I activated a trap or spell before the damage step, I can summon him and reveal a card and set it. Ooh, well, that was dumb. So that's just a normal monster you negated. And this is where you can set literally anything from your deck. But I like to do this. Because basically he uses himself as the cost for that card anyway, which is really funny.
Hmm.
And this guy searches the fields. Oh, no, you're not doing that.
He
I
was trying to
forgot.
say nope.
Well, he was good. It wouldn't have negated the effect. It would have removed the body, though.
Oh.
And he is also protection. But he only protects the Apophis and the actual Anubis stuff.
Mm.
Now, the field spell lets me just set one directly from my deck,
Okay.
which is the new one that whenever you activate it, sets another one.
Right.
It's ridiculous. But 2 level 4s. But, oh no, wait. Oh no, wait, it doesn't matter for that. Have to be level 4s. Yeah, we can do that. And then hello, Nibiru. This also lets you get one of the new monsters. If you have a trap in the grave, which
Okay.
he can just dump a card for you. Just throw the other Nibiru, then he can special summon, and then he'll search a card. This one. Now I can activate this one. I don't mind doing that. This one also lets me set a trap that summons itself. That pops a card every time I special summon a trap.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Trap
And
monsters seem so dirty.
they do, and especially when you can use them like this. So you can use the Apophis cards. Oh, I forgot. And that's also an. I thought it just negated, but that's even better. But you can just use them to fusion summon this guy. That does the same thing as that trap, but it also sets back 2 traps.
Oh, nice.
So you can literally just use them and then set them back to the field.
So I just think it's crazy because that one trap card that you had.
Which
Oh
one?
shit! I don't even think it was one of those. But I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh GX with my kids the other day, and I remember Crowler used or summoned 2 trap monsters in order to summon his ancient gear golem. And I remember you
Oh,
talking about the trap monsters. I was like, "Hey, Crowler used those
I forgot about that.
in the very first
Oh,
episode."
what were it was ancient gear something.
No, no, no. They were
Hold
hang
on.
on. Ooh, I almost looked up Crowder versus Jaden or you say. I was like, wait, wrong show. That's not the right show. No, I was talking on Reddit with some guy today, and we were talking about how crazy some of the rulings were for the Yu-Gi-Oh TV show, and how little they truly cared about anything like closely resembling rules.
Oh yeah. They there's so much wrong with the anime.
Yeah, but it was so much fun.
Although one of my favorite one of my favorite duels is on GX though. The fake Yugi guy always made me laugh. I'm not even really sure why, because it's not like it was really that funny, but
Dark magician, my old friend.
yeah, and I'm
Shut up.
like, bro is taking the cosplay way too seriously.
Right?
I just, dude, honestly, I kind of miss how dramatic anime used to be back in the day. Like they all used to say everything with their chest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
Oh, they were
there's a
wicked
few
tokens.
there's a few anime. Well, there is one that I actually didn't watch just because I couldn't do it. But there are the main characters are very like either just obnoxious or they cry way too much in the beginning. Like I understand it, but there's just sometimes I'm like, all right, come on now. He just cried 2 seconds ago. I thought we were done. I thought we were happy again.
Right.
Um,
So the trap card that he used was Statue of the Wicked. And when they're destroyed face down, they special summon the Wicked tokens, which are level 4 dark monsters with 1,000 attack and 1,000 defense. So whether or not they're real cards is another,
no,
you
that's a
know.
real card.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
Oh shit! Yeah, look at that right there. Yeah. So whenever I see trap monsters, like that's the first thing that comes to my mind is Crowler in episode 1 of GX
Dude,
using
I
Heavy Storm to
honestly,
destroy his own cards.
yep. I Man, I haven't watched GX in a minute. I completely forgot. Man,
Dude, GX
some of
is
the some of the old
ugh,
ways they used to do stuff
yeah.
that was actually like pretty broken for the time. Like when things were played correctly.
Which was almost
Mind you.
never.
Yeah. That's like what magical hats
Oh
in the
yeah.
in the anime is a spell card.
Mm-hmm.
That and I'm like, no, it's not. That's and I'm literally like, I have the trap. I have secret rares of that trap. Don't tell me otherwise. I think there's another like there's probably one or two other cards that are like that too. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
Oh yeah. No, they shifted around a lot of cards like Flame Swordsman wasn't always a fusion monster, or you didn't need to use polymerization to summon Flame Swordsman. It's
Yeah.
like, excuse you.
Yeah, and it's like, where did you get that? Where's your because back in the day you had the fusion deck.
Yeah.
Back in
Yeah.
those times. For all you youngins out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the fusion it wasn't it wasn't an extra deck, it was a fusion deck
You know
because
what's
there was nothing else.
what's really funny? So my friend Donnie is that I play Yu-Gi-Oh with regularly, and I mean he's good. He is 22 years old. The game
11-year
released,
older than him.
yeah. Actually, no, no, I'm 9 years older than him. But yeah, but anyway, it's just like, dude, we've been literally playing this game longer than you've been alive.
Right?
Like, dude.
Can you remember your very first Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
Me too.
Um, I have it somewhere. It's out in my filing cabinet with all my bulk. I actually just came across it the other day.
Oh, I don't have my original one. That thing's I've moved so many times since I had that thing.
My very first card was a slot machine.
Nice. Nice. No, mine was nothing that strong. No, I can remember it was before I even got my first pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards because a friend of mine gave it to me because we didn't know how to play the game at all. Like remotely know how to play. So he bought a pack of cards, so we literally had like the 5 or 6 or 7 cards that it came with, and we would battle based on what the cards looked like. So
Right.
the very first card that I ever got was Beaver Warrior,
Huh.
and he had this I think it was Sandstone Snake. I think that's what it was called.
Okay.
And the whole thing with him was he would say, "Oh, well, I burrow into the ground and I use my weird vine things that reach up and snag your character." I was like, "Oh yeah." Well, I have my guy take off his helmet, put it on the ground so it stabs your vines, and then I stab you with my sword.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I don't know. Me and my like the only person as a kid I had to play with was my cousin. Um, my cousin Nick and we would play for hours too. We would basically just like half-ass it like the anime. Like I don't know, we weren't blowing the moon up like Yugi, but
Dude, I
we
was
were
just talking
definitely
about that
not
today on
playing right
Reddit.
either.
I was talking with some guy about that today on Reddit because again we were talking about some of the cheesy stuff that we saw, and I was like, yeah, just like Yugi stabbing the moon to lower the tide, and all of Mako's monsters just couldn't do nothing anymore because the water wasn't there.
Right. And well, dude, the whole Duelist Kingdom Heart or the whole
It was
Duelist Kingdom arc,
glorious.
yeah, it was great, but like it had a gimmick from the start
Yeah,
because
it did.
every dual field was in a different region, so
Yep.
different monsters got attack boosts and special abilities because they were in the forest, like Weevil and the insects and shit.
So that actually reminded me of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. I don't know if you remember that game for the PS1.
Um, See, I only had two Yu-Gi-Oh games, and they were for PS2.
Okay.
One of them, I
So
think it was like Duelist of the Roses, and I can't think of the other one.
Duelist of the Roses was great. That was such a fun game. It was different, but it was fun.
I
But
should
no,
try
so
it.
with Forbidden Memories, if you ever get a chance to look that up, it was great fun. Like you could fuse everything and anything. Like in that game, you could literally fuse magic cards to
Was that
make
the
new magic cards.
was that
Um,
the was that on like Game Boy? Or you said
no,
PS1. You said that was
yeah,
PS1.
PS1, yeah,
I'll have to see
and
if
it was
maybe I can emulate it.
oh probably, and they had this really cool 3D feature where you could have when you attacked with a monster, if you hit a certain button, it would go into like this 3D cutscene, and
Okay.
it was just so cool for its time. Anywho, so when you had to battle certain people, they would start off with field spells. Like if you were fighting one of the grand mages of the forest or the grand mages of the plains or blah 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 blah. And like you started off with the worst possible deck, but your ace monster, like always your ace monster starting off was the twin-headed thunder dragon.
Oh shit.
Um yeah. And so I mean like you could get like they had this unique feature where if you look at the bottom of every Yu-Gi-Oh card, you have that 9-digit number or 10-digit number, whatever the heck it is. You could
Yeah.
put that in this game and then you could unlock that card if you had the star chips for it, because every time that you won a duel, you got star chips.
Dude, just so I don't like forget, but another really cool PS1 gimmick that I
Mhm.
wish could be a possibility again today. Do you remember Monster Rancher?
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
When you had to put CDs in and you would get different monsters.
Yeah.
We need stuff
That
like
are
that again.
Metal Gear Solid when you're fighting oh, what the hell was his name? Oh, no, I gotta look it up because I can't remember. But as you were fighting him, you would have to like take your controller out of spot one and put it into spot two just to fight him, or you would have to physically like manipulate your system to fight this guy, and it was so annoying.
Wow, I honestly I've never played a Metal Gear game, and
Yeah,
I
I think that
didn't know that
was
was a thing.
yeah, and like he would if you had certain games from the same creator, it would read your memory card and it would shout the names of these games at you. It was neat. It was
That
really cool.
that's actually that is cool. I had no idea that game like PlayStation 1 did really much of anything past I thought Monster Rancher was like the height of its technology.
No.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Dude, another game I wish I had. I don't remember if it was the original or not, but I remember I had a siphon filter game.
Siphon Filter was cool.
And I didn't understand what I was supposed to do, so I just ran around and found people and tased them till they caught on fire.
That's awesome. That is
Ah,
awesome.
man. I
But
wish
no,
games would. Oh,
if
go
you ever
ahead,
get
go
a
ahead.
chance to look if you ever get a chance to look up the fight with Psycho Mantis on Metal Gear Solid.
I
And
will
it's something,
actually
man.
jot that down.
Yeah, it is something because he's a telepath and he's a psychokinetic, and that's how he was able to read your memory card and see what games you had on there. And
Dude, it's really awesome though.
yep, yep. No, it was
Like to
cool.
actually make you change an entire controller port
Yeah,
is nutty.
yeah. He would break the fourth wall throughout the game, and um, part of his demonstration is he'd have you put your controller on the ground in front of you, and it would just start moving because it was vibrating.
Mhm.
And that was him using his psychokinesis and stuff.
Oh my.
Dude,
That's
they
funny.
were ahead
That's
of their time
cool.
with this guy, man. It was great.
Dude, the o the only other game that I can think that even really broke the fourth wall at all, like, even remotely close to that was, like, Gex 3.
Okay,
'Cause of all the, like, pop culture references he had and, like, smart ass things he would say if you would do something around the levels.
right.
That was such a fun game too. I didn't understand the pop culture references then, but, like, I've replayed a little bit of the game since and been able to pick up and, like, the one level, there's, like, you're in, like, a horror house, and there's, like, little dolls coming around trying to stab you, and I'm like, "Oh, there's Chucky."
Yeah. I think the latest game that I remember, yeah, the latest game that I can remember that broke the fourth wall was the Deadpool game for the PS3.
That
And I
game
mean,
was so
that
good.
oh my god, yeah. You pressed the oh no, and then there was the Marvel it was the Marvel versus Capcom. Like if you lost, he'd scream, "You pressed the wrong button." Yeah. No, there was a lot of really cool games just throughout the years that the little stuff like that where they have them like interact with the player. Like those are games that I don't know. I just always thought they were cool. Fourth wall breaks for the win.
Yeah, it's I like I said, I haven't played too many games that really have, but
Yeah.
it's always funny whenever they do.
Oh
And
yeah, especially if you're not expecting it.
dude, I forgot about that Deadpool game. I remember I just picked it up because I was like, "Oh, Deadpool, cool," and it just
Yeah.
turned out to be like a really fun game for a couple days until I beat it.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those games that I was glad that I picked it up on sale because it was definitely not a game that I was gonna really play more than once.
That's where I was at with it.
Yeah, like I didn't see too much replay value in it, but it was fun for a playthrough.
Oh yeah, for sure. You got some good laughs out of it, and honestly, the gameplay was pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say though, I have been tossing around replaying Devil May Cry 5 because of the anime.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw that it's on the PlayStation Store. I think it was free or it used to be free, one of the two. I don't know. But no, I've been debating on it because I'm getting pretty burnt out on Monster Hunter because I'm still trying to platinum the damn thing, but crown hunting is ridiculous.
I
And
can imagine.
I just had
Grinding games just get you after a minute. You should take a break.
yeah, I mean, playing Bleach was pretty fun. Um,
I still need to get it.
yeah. Now there
Actually,
was
I
the
wonder what
combat system's not bad.
it to me, I was just glad that it wasn't just another anime cash grab. Because unfortunately, like it seems like a lot of games get plagued with that.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's been a lot of anime-based fighting games in the past. Um, I still think one of my favorites, just because of how, I didn't expect it to be a thing, but it was a thing, and that was the Zatch Bell game. I thought that was really neat for the time being, just because I was
Zatch
a
Ball
huge
is
Zatch Bell fan.
yeah, I was gonna say that's an underrated series.
Yeah. No,
That
I
was a
loved
very
it.
overlooked one too, unfortunately.
Yeah. I would love to see a remake.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess they could do a continuation, but I don't know where the hell they'd go from there. So I just figure continue or a remake would be like redo some of the animation and whatnot, and
Yeah, upscale it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Give it a fresh look.
yeah. But I think probably one of the biggest series when it came to fighting anime games was probably the Naruto series. Because I mean, you had all the Ultimate Ninjas,
Mm-hmm.
you had all the
Shinobi
Ultimate Ninja
Striker's pretty good
Storms.
too.
Yeah, Shinobi Striker. I mean, they just had so many. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people they'd probably assume Dragon Ball because they've had all the Budokai and the Budokai Tenkaichi and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
And
But
those
I
were
think
great
Naruto had
games.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do think Naruto has more.
and I mean, I think I've played almost all of them. And they were fun. Like each time, each new one that came out, I thought they were neat.
I say I've only played Ninja Storm 4 and the Shinobi Striker. Those are the
Okay.
only ones that I've personally played, but I like both of them. I thought they were really cool. It
Yeah.
kind of broke up your traditional fighting game style.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the only other real fighting game I had played up to that point was like Tekken.
Yeah. Yep, and it wasn't your standard, side-scrolling fighter game. It brought
Yep.
that 3D element to it.
And I really like that. Like
Mhm.
honestly, I think I prefer arena fighters.
I mean, that's one thing that I loved about the Xenoverse games, like when
Dude,
Dragon Ball Xenoverse came out.
Xenoverse 2 is still my jam. I have it installed right now.
Oh yeah.
They still
I
release
spent.
DLC for it.
Do they really?
Yeah, they're doing, they actually hold on, let me look it up real quick. That way I can at least tell you how far it goes into.
I remember I spent so much time on the first one. Like
Yeah.
so much time.
Um, yeah, they have 2 of them now. The Future Saga, um, this DLC is extra missions, 5 new playable characters, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose, Restrained Broly, 18 from Super, Videl from Super. 3 extra missions. They don't really give a good description about it here.
Hmm.
But it looks like, oh, they even added Goku Mini from Daima
Oh really?
as a playable character.
So I think it's funny that everyone was so hyped up for Sparking Zero,
It
but they're
flopped.
s- but they're still releasing stuff for Xenoverse 2 because of how bad Sparking Zero fell off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong, it looked super, super cool for the first
I
week.
Yeah, I was hyped about it. I
Yeah,
mean,
but then
I generally try to wait till stuff goes on sale, but
mhm,
I don't know. I saw everybody kind of falling off, and I was like, well, that was
that
unfortunately short lived.
that everyone was playing the same damn characters.
Yeah. See, I don't
Like,
know if I liked that whole team building system
mhm,
because that was literally what they were bound to do was just create a space like that. I
yeah,
mean, people are gonna obviously just play the meta
yeah.
because it's what
Everyone
they want
picks
to do.
Gogeta.
Yeah.
Everyone picks Vegito.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, this is like you set yourself up for kind of failure with that, I
Yeah,
believe. Because
and
other
don't
than
get me
that,
wrong.
the gameplay looks really good.
Oh my god, yeah, it looks beautiful. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I saw a couple streamers out there picking really bad, like, really weak characters. Like, I was watching this one guy, he was rocking out with Chaozu, and it was just so funny and cool to watch this, like, tier 0 character go up against, like, Gogeta and win. I was like,
Right,
"How?"
dude. I really love Chaozu's flying animation in that game.
How he just stands there, just whoop.
Yes. I will also say I love that Yajirobe was a broken ass character for a hot
Yeah,
minute.
he could heal all the way like, he could heal all of his bars back. It's like, "Excuse you?"
Like, I'm sorry, but of all people to be broken in that game, Yajirobe, like, yes, I'm
And
here
that made
for
me
it.
so happy. Yeah, that made me so happy.
Like,
Yeah.
pay respect to my boy.
Hey, man, if it wasn't for Yajirobe, they would have never beaten Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you tell that to Dragon Ball fans, they lose their freaking mind.
Tell him that Sailor Moon's stronger than Goku.
She is.
I know, but that makes their heads spin too. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Or you tell them that Goku's never beaten Vegeta.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He beat him when he was a grade 8, did he? Because last I checked, Goku was a crumpled mess on the floor, and it took
Mm-hmm.
4 other people to help take Vegeta down. But he turned into a monkey. He used a skill of his? Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Like,
But it wasn't a real moon. Blame Goku's dad. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, exactly.
Bardock's the one who made the technique. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I love Dragon Ball.
Oh, me too.
I always will, but there are just too many people in the fandom that are just uneducated.
Yeah. And they get so flustered and so
Quick.
butthurt over
Mhm.
the littlest of stuff. It's like, dude, it's an anime. Relax. But Goku could solo your fate. No, he can't even solo his own verse.
Yeah, he's definitely not soloing his verse.
Like, he loses so often. Not
Yeah,
anymore. Yeah, he kind of does.
bro, if it wasn't for who was it, Vegeta? Golden Frieza was literally gonna
Wrecking their shit. Yeah.
end him.
Well, no, Golden Frieza Goku is on par with Black Frieza, on the other hand, just
No, I mean from
walked
like
all over
the res-
them.
the Resurrection F movie.
Oh yeah, no, Goku had no issue with Golden Frieza when he was blue. He was literally just dicking around, and then Frieza's henchman with
Oh, that's
his
right. It
super
was
deluxe Frieza Force cereal bar,
yeah,
collect
you're
the
right.
box top and send him in decoder flashlight ring.
Yeah, I forgot about him. That little dude, that little like
Yeah.
worm looking dude.
And people are like, Goku's multiversal times 100, but this super deluxe cereal box ring can take him out.
Yep.
I guess that means
And
that little laser light ring is multiversal plus two.
I mean, it's not like there's still plenty of characters we haven't seen flex yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like has has anybody beat Beerus yet?
In a one-on-one fight, I mean, aside from Whis,
Well, aside from Whis.
yeah,
Because
nah, not that I know of.
I was gonna get to that too. I was gonna be like, Whis,
All the other angels,
the Grand Priest,
yeah,
Zeno himself.
yeah, and shit. Now I don't know if this is true or not, but I remember someone saying that Beast Gohan is now stronger than Goku.
I've read that somewhere too. Um, I I think that's how they're. This is just me speculating, but
Mhm.
I think that's how they are going to continue the series because I've had this theory for a little bit. I feel like they're gonna have Vegeta step into the destroyer role. I feel like Goku's gonna step into the angel role, and then that's gonna leave Broly and Goku to protect the Earth.
I could see that.
Well, and I think that's why everybody's getting their power bumps and they're trying to make like Broly really harness his power and train. I mean,
mhm,
like, I mean, even Piccolo got a power up, which was yes, thank you. That was
yeah,
so great for the series, I think. Like now, honestly though, I would really like to see him do maybe not give everybody like a stupid power up like that, but like at least make people relevant. Like you made 18 and 17 relevant. Like where like TN. Why can't why can't he be up there with the boys?
because TN is garbage.
He used to be my
Oh,
favorite character.
Tien is one of the few people who can say that he's got a W over Goku. So, you
Yeah,
know,
he does.
yeah.
He was honestly kind of a dickhead whenever he was introduced.
Oh, absolutely.
And now he's like the cool level-headed guy that everybody you just can't hate him.
Yeah. All right. So here's one of the things that I saw floating around. I think it was on Reddit or Facebook or whatever. But it shows a picture of Whis transitioning to Goku for the Angel Path,
Mhm.
Beerus transitioning to Vegeta for the God Path, the God of Destruction, the
Mhm.
Supreme Kai transferring to Gohan as the Kai Path,
Ooh,
The
yes.
Great Ape transferring to Broly as Saiyans, of course, and then the Eternal Dragon transferring to Piccolo for the Dragon Path.
Dude. I didn't
And
even think about it. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until right now with Piccolo and Shenron. Oh my god.
yeah, because I
You
mean,
are onto
in
something.
and I say because like in the movie, Piccolo got that bump from Shenron, like we saw the dragon mark on his back glow, and then he got his new orange form.
Yeah.
Um, and then Broly just makes sense, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
So I mean, I
I'm
don't
so
know, if,
glad
like,
I'm so glad Broly is actually a, like, integral part of the series now.
yeah, like he's canon now, and I'm so happy for it
Mhm.
because I
I think
loved
they
Broly in the first Broly movie. Like I thought he was so cool.
Yeah. Now and I even, like I feel like they executed it, like, so well too with the movie. Like, that was the best way to introduce him.
Hmm.
Like, let him flex, make it flashy, you know what I mean? Like, let him go off, and then make him a good guy, because that's what we do in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and I mean, he was able to take on Goku, Vegeta. He held his own against Gogeta for a minute.
Mhm. Which
Felt
is a
bad for Frieza
nah.
because if you remember, they had to wait 30 minutes in between fusion attempts, and they did
Yep.
what, three different fusion attempts?
I think it
So that
was
meant
3 exactly.
so Frieza was sitting there getting whooped for, an hour.
He deserved it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, I
But, I mean,
mean,
that
people.
also says something about him too, to be getting wailed on like that for that amount of
Yeah,
time.
absolutely. No, absolutely.
'Cause, I mean, it's not I mean, Frieza is fast and strong, but that man can't have, like, the highest defense in the series.
Uh-uh. No. No,
I don't
it's
I
it's crazy. I mean, I can talk I could talk bad about Dragon Ball Z all day. Like I could talk about how Goku was a bad dad, or I could talk about how it's
Mhm.
overrated or blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day,
I'm
Dragon
still a
Ball, absolutely. Dragon Ball is that anime that got most Westerners into anime. And you could say, but Robo Boy or Astro Boy, but this, but that. It's like, yeah, but we all know that you tuned in on Toonami whenever you heard Rock the Dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Astro Boy was just the weird cartoon that was on at 5 in the morning when you were getting ready for school.
Yeah.
I mean, no, like, disrespect to Astro Boy. I've never
Oh,
actually
absolutely,
watched it,
absolutely
but
not.
that's what we all viewed it as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Astro
mean,
Boy
like
brought anime over, and DB or Dragon Ball kind of cemented its spot here.
yep. And then, the big 3 came along and the craze just continued.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the big three was I met a lot of people just talking, whether it's good talk or bad talk, but talk was still talk, and you
Yeah.
met new people and met new friends, and yeah,
Well,
no,
it's also nice to hear I mean, it is nice to hear a different perspective on stuff like that
absolutely,
once in a while too.
no, absolutely, absolutely.
Like, I mean, honestly, I one of the best friends I have, like, he and I disagree on, like, a lot of anime. Like, I mean, he hated Black Clover. Like, and it's funny, like, I recommended Black Clover to him. He recommended Tokyo Revengers to me.
Okay.
I hated Tokyo Revengers. I couldn't get past the first couple episodes. And he felt the same way about Black Clover, and I'm like, "You're wrong." And he was like, "No, you're wrong."
I mean, I watched them both. I don't mind either of them. Asta, however, annoys the crap out of me with his constant screaming.
Yes. It
Like,
gets
especially
better. It gets
in those
better as the
in
manga
those
goes on.
I say in those first couple of episodes, he annoyed the piss out of me.
Not
But
gonna lie. It was
I was
another
like,
one I almost quit watching because of that.
"Oh, really?"
It was, but once once they got their grimoires and that first battle, I was like, all right, no, I'm invested.
Yeah, when he fought that first water guy who
Hmm.
like put up his shield, he was like, "Ah, commoner, you're not gonna get through this," and he just like smashes through it and beats him into the ground like a nail. It's like,
Hmm.
ooh. And I
Yeah,
mean,
dude.
it's progressed nicely. Like, I mean, there's a lot of characters in it that I really, really enjoy. But I can also see where the artist took inspiration from other anime.
Oh yeah, for
Like the
sure.
one the one Mantis captain, whatever the hell his name was
Jack
literally the oh, what the hell is the Espada's name from Bleach?
number 6.
Um no, that's Grimjaw.
Or no, no, yeah, not
No,
number no, no.
Grimjaw was 6.
No, I was trying to think of what the number was I was thinking. Mm, damn
Yeah,
it, it was
this is annoying the shit out of me. Normally I'm pretty good with names, but I am
I
drawing such a blank.
I
Nui
am
Tora.
yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
Nui Tora.
Honestly, he's probably my least favorite Espada.
Really? I didn't mind Nui Tora.
I don't like his design, to be honest.
I thought his design was pretty neat, especially when he went into his resurrection and he got like the four arms and the four sickles, and I
Yeah,
thought he
like I
looked
mean,
pretty cool.
I don't I don't know. It just didn't do it for me personally.
One that I
I
didn't
mean,
like was the
dude is
Araniro, or however the hell you pronounce his name. The floating
mm,
heads.
oh yeah. Yeah, that was a bad one too.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I thought it was really cool that he took the form of Cayenne and he was able to use
Yeah,
Cayenne Shikai. Like, that was really cool. But then
yeah,
his
the
true form
ability.
was just like, meh.
Yeah. That's like I don't know. Personally, one of my favorite characters in the entire series is damn it, and I just had his name. Oh damn it. His Zanbakuto is Okisoki Jizo.
Oh, Akisoki Jizu. Yeah, that's Mayuri Kurotsuchi. He is
Yes.
my favorite captain. I fucking
Dude,
love him.
dude, he is such a cool character. Like
Absolutely, dude.
you have absolutely no clue what is coming from this man every time you see him, and I love it.
Dude, and his clothing, like how he just makes his own
Mhm.
clothes, like
Mhm.
in the Thousand Year Blood where he's a sun.
Mhm.
Nah, dude, Mayuri Kurotsuchi, like don't get me wrong, he's vile. Like he is evil. Um, but I fucking love him. He is by far my favorite, not just my favorite captain, but my favorite Bleach character in general.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's just up there, dude. Like I think he is so cool. I love the fact that he can alter and create new forms for his Bankai. Um, yeah, no, it was awesome. And then the fact that he was just like, I finally surpassed you, Urahara, because he created a sentient soul out of nothing
Yeah. That
when he made Nemu.
yep.
Yep.
Y ah,
Spoilers.
yeah.
A little late
Honestly,
now, but
I can't pronounce the Espada's name, but
is it
when
Celebrio
Mayuri
Grans?
yes, yes. When he just, like, casually popped up into that fight and was like, "Look, I'm smarter than you, and I'm fixing to fuck you up." I'm like, I fucking love this guy.
Yep. Yeah. I can't
Um,
pronounce his name either. I just
yeah, that's pretty much yeah, that's how it looks like it should read, but
And then Mayuri's speech on perfection during that fight was peak. Like that
yeah,
was dope. That
yeah.
was so good.
He said that with his whole chest.
Oh my god, yeah. And he could back it up too. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, he can.
and
Honestly,
honestly,
my
go ahead.
favorite character didn't he doesn't get any love in the show, but he did get his own light novel.
Oh,
Shuhei.
okay, dude, his Bankai is so cool.
I
Like,
know.
I hope we get to see it animated. Like, I really, really want to see that shit animated.
Dude, and it's a
And
possibility.
yeah, because they added oh, what the hell was his name? They added what's his nuts as Bankai. Wow, I'm bad with fucking names today. The Vizard.
Oh,
Shinji.
Shinji.
Yeah, they added Shinji's Bankai. And
Yep.
that was in the light no and that was only in the novels too.
See, dude, that's what I've been loving. And I have another friend that gets really upset because he has to wait so long in between each season. And I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, dude, shut up. I'm like, you need to let Kubo cook.
Let them work. Hell yeah, dude.
Like, I mean, dude, even the anime only fight with Squad Zero.
Mhm.
Damn it, now I'm drawing a blank too. What is her name? Hold on. We're gonna take
Which one?
Squad Zero. Yeah, which one is she?
Is it Kiryu or Senjumaru?
The it's the woman with like the puppet hands.
Oh, yeah, Senjumaru Shitara.
Yeah, seeing her Bonkai too.
Yeah,
That was
I
anime
love like,
exclusive.
I
I
am
love that.
very, very,
Go ahead.
very wanting to see what the other Bankais are like.
Yes, because I mean, like he had like Kubo has the time. He's being given the time he needs, right? Like this time around to make it what the manga should have been.
Mhm.
And I'm here for it. Like the animation quality has been it's been like movie quality the whole
Yeah, oh
time.
my god, yeah. Every episode.
Like it's just I mean they're getting everything so accurate and like just
Mhm.
so true to the manga. It's honestly one of the best things to come out in years.
And they're adding and the stuff that they're adding, like, it's not pointless ads, it's good ads.
The Ichigo and Uryu fight.
The
That's not
Renji
in.
and the
Yeah.
Renji and Uryu fight, yep.
Yes. Like, I'm telling you, it's just and they're capturing even all the new characters well.
Mhm.
Like,
Now, I think it's funny with the Renji and Uryu fight, like, that just feels like because now they're technically tied, because when Uryu and Renji when they first fought way back in the first season, way
oh,
back there, Renji wiped the floor with him.
oh yeah, he did.
And now in this new one, Uryu looked like he was holding back quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
and
I
and
mean,
Uryu beat the brakes off the boy.
have you read the manga? I'm
Oh
assuming you
yeah.
have.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. But yeah, I'm just like, I mean, he honestly probably was holding back in that fight. I mean, we haven't even seen what the man can really do yet.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, we actually still have quite a few things to see in this season.
Yeah, we do.
Like, I honestly feel like when we see Kenpachi, I think that's gonna break the internet.
Oh, and we finally get to see his Bankai?
Yes.
Yeah. Which
Like
is funny because
seeing it in a panel is one thing, but seeing it animated and letting that man go off is a totally different animal.
you see, it's funny because we see what it looks like, we just don't actually know what it does.
Like
Because, like,
everything
yes,
else with
yeah,
Kenpachi.
yeah, because it's like, yes,
Just
we know
Kenpachi.
it increases his power, we know it increases his speed, we know it gives him a red skin, and his Nozarachi shrinks.
Mhm.
But we don't even know if that's all that it does, because it was his first time using it, so he couldn't control it, so who knows if there's
Yep.
more to it.
Like, and especially like if they do continue with this hell arc, which I hope they do,
Oh, dude, I hope so too.
I'm sure at some point they're gonna need Kenpachi,
Mhm.
or he's just gonna pop up because that dude is just always up to throw hands.
Yeah,
Um,
and
but
I hope we get to
you
see
know,
the original Gote 13 in hell form,
mm,
because we saw
dude,
how big Jushiro's swords got.
dude, can you imagine Old Man Yama in hell?
Yeah, because
Like,
his powers have gotta be amped on top of that, so it's just like,
yes.
yeesh.
And that's a dude that Yuhaba was quite worried about.
Mhm. Yeah, he had to wait for him to burn through his Bankai and weaken himself in order to, attempt to go up against him.
Oh yeah. I just I will say though, there's probably only like one death in the Thousand Year Blood War arc that actually I understand its purpose and that it had to happen, but damn it, I wish it didn't have to be Unohana.
Yeah.
God, she's like my second or third favorite character. Like, dude, her Bankai is so badass.
Mhm.
That and I absolutely used to wreck shit with her on Bleach Brave Souls,
Dude, I've spent way too much time on Bleach Brave Souls, and I felt like I didn't get anything done.
right?
Like,
That
I
game
played
will
so
drain
much and
joy
my
from you.
I played that so much, and I still didn't have, like, maxed out characters or the red star, like, I don't know, like, there was just a lot to it. I felt like there was a paywall at times,
Oh, yeah, there
but,
was. Oh, yeah, there
like
was.
like, you
It's a
had to
gotcha.
buy yeah. Oh my god, typical gotcha game. Yeah. No, I mean,
I
but
will
don't be
say
wrong, some gotcha games are fun.
oh, yeah. Dude, years back, Kingdom Hearts had one.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Union Cross or something like that. I forget what it
Yeah.
was actually called.
Yeah. I know Final Fantasy has one, which was pretty neat.
Oh, I didn't know they had one. I shouldn't be surprised. It feels like everything has one.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, it's an easy genre of game. I mean, it's not really that much thought process to has to go
No,
into them. I mean, they're just
no,
simple, fun little games to kill some time when you're out and about.
right?
Unless you're me and start playing the Kingdom Hearts one while you're laid off and it becomes your life.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that one. It's definitely those time wasting games that really suck you in because it's like, well,
Well, it's simple and it's easy. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like, it's not stressing you out in any way, shape, or form.
Yep, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, well, I got some time to kill. I got some more time to kill. Oh crap, this is all my time now.
Hmm.
But no, I mean, there's been quite a few gotcha games that have been really fun in the past. Like I've been playing. There's an Avatar: The Last Airbender one that just came out, and I've been
That'd be
playing that. Yeah, I've been playing that on and off. It's not bad. I mean, it's your typical. It reminds me of Clash of Clans a bit, where you gotta like gather resources and raise your army up, and then go out and do whatever. And
sounds like. I mean, might actually have to look into that. That's one that one of my another really good friend of mine. He was really into it, and
into Avatar.
I never knew how like far the story went because
Oh yeah.
I would watch it here and there as a kid, and I always thought the concept was cool, but I seeing like how far like some of the OG characters and like what they were doing, I was like, whoa, like okay, maybe I do need to like watch this.
Mhm. And I said I actually just watched, or not watched, but I just finished reading the second Kyoshi book, and those weren't bad. Those are pretty good. I gotta get the Yang Chen ones now.
I'm not sure what those are those character like light
Yeah,
novels or is that a whole
yeah,
series?
they're like, or I don't, they're regular old novels. I don't know if you call them light novels. No, I mean, I guess you call them light novels. But yeah, the two Kyoshi ones are obviously they take place when Kyoshi was a young woman. Finds out that she becomes the Avatar, and it tells her
Okay.
story. And it was really cool. It was neat.
Yeah, I don't know. I might actually maybe that'll be another one me and the kids start after they're like 16 and we're done watching One Piece.
Actually, I think the Audible book for Kyoshi was free at one point in time.
Hmm.
Maybe it's not free anymore. Maybe not. I don't remember where. I remember I listened to the audiobook because I was working security at night at the time and had nothing better to do. So I was like, well, audiobooks are going to save my life, and they did. Dude, I love audiobooks. Like, I don't know
Good
what it
for
is
'em.
about them, but they're great. Like, because I know with the library that we have, we get access to an app called Hoopla, and there's audiobooks, comic books, ebooks, and I mean, you
Sorry about the cutoff, everybody. We had a little bit of a technical problem, but we are going to call that an episode for the week. So, with this, everybody, we are going to set to and pass.